Alexander Hunt moved through the glass corridors of Hunt Technologies like a man carved from stone. His footsteps were precise, measured, each one landing with the authority of someone who owned everything his shadow touched. The building itself seemed to respond to his presence. Employees straightened when he passed. Conversations dropped to whispers. Even the air felt thinner, colder, as though his mood had learned to alter the climate around him. He wore a charcoal suit that fit perfectly across his shoulders, a white shirt without a single crease, and a watch that cost more than most people's yearly salary. Everything about him spoke of control, power, and something else. Absence. The absence of warmth, of spontaneity, of anything resembling joy. No one could remember the last time Alexander Hunt had smiled. Not at meetings, not at celebrations, not even when the company hit record profits. 5 years had passed since anyone had seen his expression shift beyond professional neutrality or cold displeasure. 5 years since the accident that had taken his wife and left him with nothing but an empire and a heart that had learned to stop feeling. His previous assistants had lasted weeks at most, 12 in total, each one leaving with the same haunted look, the same whispered complaints. He's impossible. He doesn't see you as human. He expects perfection and gives nothing back. One assistant had compared working for him to standing in a room where all the oxygen had been slowly removed. When Maya Santos walked into the building for her interview, the receptionist looked at her with something close to pity. She was young, perhaps too young, with dark hair pulled into a neat bun and eyes that carried a brightness that seemed out of place in the cold marble lobby. She wore a simple navy dress and carried a worn leather portfolio that had clearly seen better days. The interview lasted exactly 7 minutes. Alexander did not look up from his desk for 6 of them. When he finally raised his eyes, his gaze was sharp, assessing, empty of warmth. "You're younger than I expected," he said. His voice was smooth, controlled, the kind of voice that never needed to rise to command attention. "I'm qualified," Maya replied. No apology, no nervousness, just fact. He studied her for a moment longer. "You'll start Monday, 8 a.m. Not 8:01, 8. That was all. Maya arrived Monday at 7:45. Alexander was already at his desk, reviewing reports with the focused intensity of someone who never truly rested. She set down her bag, organized her workspace with quiet efficiency, and began sorting through the chaos of emails and scheduling conflicts his previous assistant had left behind. She did not ask him how he liked his coffee. She watched him drink it black, once, and remembered. She did not interrupt him with questions every 5 minutes. She learned his patterns, observed, adapted. By the end of the first day, his calendar was organized. By the end of the first week, she had anticipated 3 problems before they became emergencies. By the end of the second week, Alexander realized something unusual.